What happens if my vehicle is being driven by someone else who gets into an accident? Both you and the other driver's auto insurance provider should pay for damages if you are in a car accident. You must submit a claim to your own insurance provider if an automobile accident occurs while another driver is allowed to use your vehicle. The majority of medical costs, property damage costs, and other costs are covered by your insurance. Nonetheless, you can file a claim against the at-fault motorist if losses exceed your policy's cap. Who is responsible if another person crashes your car? Most of the time, your automobile insurance policy covers your car more than it does you as the driver. In this case, the standards of liability are applicable. The individual who causes a car collision is legally responsible for all damages, including medical bills and property damage, according to Georgia Law 5116. When someone else is operating your vehicle and someone else causes an accident, expenses are often covered by the insurance of the at-fault party. On the other hand, if the person operating your vehicle is at fault, your auto insurance will typically pay for the expenses. There are a few exceptions to this, though. Contact your auto insurance provider if you have questions about the details of your unique coverage. What if the driver of your vehicle is covered by their own insurance policy? If the individual operating your vehicle is covered by a separate auto insurance policy, their protection may supplement yours. However, the idea that a non-owner driver has no liability is a fallacy about auto insurance. The main form of protection would still be your personal auto insurance. Let's say an automobile collision is brought on by another driver. If they were at fault in your car, the damages are covered by your insurance. But, if your insurance only pays for damages up to a specified financial limit, a problem can occur. The insurance of the individual operating your vehicle may pay the remaining expenses if the accident-related expenses exceed the policy's maximum. How would you feel if your auto insurance refused to cover an accident? Your insurer can decline to cover losses if someone else was driving your automobile in a few specific circumstances. These situations include the following. Your car is taken without your consent. Your insurance policy expressly excludes the person operating your vehicle. The driver either has a suspended license or is impaired by alcohol or drugs. How can you show that you allowed someone to use your car? Whether or not someone was given permission to drive your car is very difficult to prove. If an accident occurs and you are unable to show that you gave them permission, you may be forced to pay for the damages. If someone has a poor driving record and you are aware that it may raise your insurance prices, you may choose to directly exclude them from your insurance policy. The damages won't be covered by your insurance if you let that person drive your car thereafter and an accident occurs. You will be required to cover those damages out of your own pocket. Finally, if the person operating your vehicle engages in illegal behavior, such as driving while intoxicated or without a valid driver's license, you may be held responsible for the damages. What should you do if your vehicle is crashed by someone else? Even if you are not involved in a car accident that occurs in your vehicle, it is imperative to take action right away. In the event of a personal injury accident, you have 2 years from the accident date to file a claim for damages. Months can pass rapidly when assembling the necessary evidence and compiling the case. Contact a car accident attorney. The best course of action is to speak with a car accident attorney. Depending on your situation, you could want legal guidance because every auto accident is unique. An adept lawyer can ensure that you pursue damages if the person driving your car was not at fault for the collision. Even if you weren't in the vehicle when the collision occurred, the at-fault driver needs to pay for the damages. Your car probably sustained damage, and the person driving it might have been hurt. Insurance providers will attempt to pay out less than the true cost of the accident. A vehicle accident attorney can assist in defending your rights and fighting for the compensation you are due. Recognize your coverage. Moreover, make sure you comprehend the terms and coverage of your insurance policy. You might also ask your lawyer to look at this. Imagine that you just buy the bare minimum of auto insurance coverage mandated under state law. You would then be covered for bodily injury liability of $25,000 per person, bodily injury liability of $50,000 per accident, and property damage liability of $25,000 per accident. If you are proven to be the one who caused the accident, these fees are intended to pay for both your and the culpable party's medical bills. As a part of your own policy, you might also have comprehensive, collision, gap insurance, rental car coverage, glass insurance, and other add-ons. They might be useful following a collision. But, As they are not required, if you do not have this coverage, you could need to pursue legal action in order to recover these fees. Record the mishap. Ensure that you or the driver dials 911 as soon as the collision occurs. This serves as both a legal requirement and a record of the incident for your insurance claim. Take notes and pictures if you were involved in an automobile accident. Take pictures of the accident site, the victims, and the damaged property. Make sure the driver of your car records these details even if you weren't involved in the collision. Moreover, you can ask any witnesses what they saw and acquire their names and contact details. Take the time to write down every aspect of the accident, especially those that you might forget later. If at all feasible, note any neighboring residences or establishments that may have recorded the crash on video. To get video surveillance evidence that could bolster your legal claim against the responsible person, your attorney can get in touch with them.